So these, I'm going to do an act. It's quite a classic thing to have in burlesque because they're like fan dance, but I want to kind of turn that on its head. The plan is it's going to be a peacock act to Peacock by Katy Perry, which the lyrics are like, I want to see your peacock. I'm going to do it in a play on that, like when you're trans, one of the most common things people do is try and work out what's in your pants. Basically, that's like a lot of the questions people ask that are stupid. If you boil them down to what they're actually asking is like, what genitalia do you have? So yeah, I want to do like a classic kind of a satirical take on a classic burlesque act where the reveal is like, what's in my pants? And it's going to be a peacock because why not? So the operation I'm about to have is called top surgery. Basically, it's the removal of breasts to create, just in case you didn't know where they were, is to create like a male appearing chest. The fun bit, which always makes people cringe, is that they take your nipples off and resize them and sew them back on again. Being able to do burlesque and boylesque just in my own skin without modifying it, I think is going to feel amazing. Yeah, it's a feeling that I've never had before. I'm like steeling myself for it not looking amazing, but at the same time, it probably is just going to be, it's going to feel really good. Yeah, I'm excited to see it.
About me and you, things we used to do, it's all in the past now. When I hear that song, I just wanna sing along. I know I don't belong with you anymore. To let you go, but I do it for the music. I feel it in my soul. Oh, nothing else can move me like it does. It's out of my control. I do it for the music. Wanna talk about me and you? I just need that groove. Oh, my body needs to move. Don't get in my way now. No. When I hear that song, I just wanna sing along. I know I don't belong with you anymore. Ooh.
My name is Abe Kiwanuka. I'm originally from Uganda. I work with Out and Proud African LGBTI.
Opal are a group of grassroots activists formed to help each other navigate the asylum system in the UK. So they are all people who have come from countries like Uganda, Nigeria, Ghana, other countries which have colonially instated anti-gay laws.
It's been pretty difficult getting help from family members this period, apart from the fact that I can't visit for obvious reasons. Some family members are not even interested in helping because I'm a gay man.
When I was growing up, I was told being a lesbian is evil. It's very evil, and it was compared to be like a pedophile or people who have sex with animals. So all the time those feelings come in, you have to pretend that it's not normal, it's bad. So it's always been scared.
This plight, this struggle, which members of Opal are going through as LGBTQI people resisting colonial buggery laws, is that this struggle is not exclusive to Africa. It's also happening in the Caribbean, and it's also happening to people in the UK.
We want to do something from our heart, something we want to express.
After meeting with Opal and hearing the things that they were interested in doing, I decided to start running Black queer world building workshops, which were kind of using Afrofuturism, poetry, image making to project ourselves into a future which we thought was viable for Black queer joy and nourishment, fulfillment, safety, all these kind of things.
I am black trapped in a Scottish white body. I am strong like the fairy red Scot lass. I am the ocean that smells like the spice of the world. I am titanium. I am the mother of dragons. I am the queen of my utopia. I am the fairy godmother. I am me, like or hate.
Members are not allowed to work whatsoever. They're not given like money, so they're at home doing nothing. So if you get at least 2 days a week where they can come, socialize, have fun, come up with these projects like these ones, like challenge their brains. What can I come up with which can send a message out there?
I'm so happy that we can portray the message to the whole world, or to everyone that sees us without having to say a word.
I've found some other families here in the United Kingdom. The Out and Proud African LGBT, these are organizations that have been very supportive, especially during this coronavirus pandemic.
About me and you, things we used to do, it's all in the past now. When I hear that song, I just wanna sing along. I know I don't belong with you anymore. To let you go, but I do it for the music. move. Don't get in my way now. No. When I hear that song, I just wanna sing along. I know I don't belong with you anymore. Ooh, and you wonder why I changed my mind. Yeah, but it was so easy to let you go. Oh, yeah. I do it for the music. I feel it in my soul. Nothing else can move me like it does. It's out of my control. I do it for the music. Yeah. I do it for the music. I feel it in my soul. I do it for the music. I feel it in my soul, yeah. Nothing else can move me like it does. It's out of my control. I do it for the music. Yeah. I feel it in my soul. Ooh. Nothing else can move me like it does. It's out of my control. Out of my control. Out of my control. I do it for the music. Yeah. I do it for the music.
Good evening and welcome one and all to Love is Live, streaming to you direct from SE5. Yes, that's right. This disembodied voice means one thing and one thing only. The show is about to begin. So make sure your glasses are topped up, get those nibbles out the fridge and kick off your heels as you sit back, relax and prepare for the perfect kickstart to your Pride weekend. In the event of an emergency, if it's at our end and the screen goes dark, please don't panic. Merely take the opportunity to have a little natter and make out with one another from 2 meters apart as we work out what the technical issue is, and before you know it, we'll be back on your screens making you feel things you didn't even know were possible. If the emergency is at your end, we urge you to respond in an appropriate and swift manner. We are not in control of that. Flash photography is of course permitted, however we do recommend using screen grabs and screenshots instead, and of course always applying a filter before you share photos of us on your social media. On that note, if you do have any videos or photographs you take tonight, please do share them with us at Longfield Hall with the hashtag #LoveIsLive so we can see how fabulous you look and how fabulous we are in your living room. Also, please make sure your phones are on so that you can tell any of your friends that aren't watching to hurry up and get on over to Facebook and YouTube because, babe, it's live and it's fabulous. And please, feel free to make the most of the comments box under the videos. If you want to tell us how much you love us or send us digital applause, we will be very grateful, because for many of us, we have not had any validation from a complete stranger in 3 months, and frankly, I need it. There will be an interval in tonight's show, so if you find yourself needing the loo, or you've drunk all your drink, I urge you to try and save it until half-time so you don't miss any of the superstars on your screens tonight. Now, I think that's everything for the pre-show, so get that drink, sit back, and please whoop and cheer as you welcome to your screen an international idiot and your host tonight, Mercury!
Oh, hello there. Fancy seeing you here in my humble abode, just chilling in this dusty old room of mine. Happy Pride and welcome to Longfield Hall Presents Love is Live. Now, we will get to know each other intimately very, very soon, but first I want to have a little edumacation. You see, for Pride, I think it's very important that we know on whose shoulders we stand. I think it's important that we recognize our queer ancestors, fabulous people who came before us and who, through their words, through their actions, and through their identities, made the world the place it is for us today. So I'm gonna sing about them. All of them. Well, not quite all of them, but quite a lot of them. Some may be your favorites. Some you may have heard of, you just didn't realize they were queer. And others will be brand new to you. And I recommend that you rush off to Google and find out everything about them. So, without further ado, a little educational opening number. This song is called Dorothy. Your friends are all queer. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Before we start tonight, we'd like to shine a light on those who came before and fought a war with words and more. To artists who shared their identities, a thank you. This song is for your creative expertise so we can all mind our P's, our Q's, and our ABCs. Whether a lion, a scarecrow, or a man made of tin, it's probable, darling, that they didn't fit in. Let me make this crystal clear. Dorothy, your friends are all queer. They are LGBTQIAAPPK. I think it's important to know that they're all dancing up there on the yellow brick road somewhere over the rainbow. A is Audre Lorde, laureate and activist. B is Rupert Brooke, whom they called England's handsomest. C is Noel Coward, he was mad about the boy. And D is for Marlena, always singing with such joy. E is Eleanor Roosevelt, let human rights prevail. And F is for that lady of the lamp, Flo Nightingale. Jean Genet spent many days imprisoned for his crimes, but Gay Paris came to his aid within the nick of time. Whether a lion, a scarecrow, or a mermaid of tin, it's probable, darling, that they didn't fit in. Let me make this crystal clear. Dorothy, your friends are all queer. H is Harvey Milk. He came here to recruit. And Isherwood put Weimar Cabaret on the page. Josephine Baker, danced in a skirt all made of fruit. And Tony Kushner, well, he brought angels to the stage. L is Garcia Lorca, who died by assassination. And M is Michelangelo, Millie, Marlowe, Mann, and Morm. Nijinsky took the world by storm in ballet. And with those leaps that defy gravitation, they are LGBTQIAAPPK. I think it's important to know that they're all dancing up there on the yellow brick road, somewhere over the rainbow. Joe Orton died at just 34, and Marcel Proust is in every bookstore with the recollections of his childhood splendor. Both Quentin Crisp and Radcliffe Hall lived their lives however they dared, and S is for Shakespeare, Sappho, Sarti, Stein, and Spender. T is Tallulah Bankhead, whose wit was far from mild. U is for Carl Ulrichs. He lived his life exiled. V is Vita Sackville West, who Virginia Woolf beguiled. W is Tennessee Williams, Warhol Whitman, and Oscar Wilde. Zhao Minshong fights in Hong Kong for LGBT rights considered wrong. In 70s Japan, Yukio Mishima staged a coup. Z is for Poppy Z. Bright, whose works of fiction give us a fright. That concludes our ABCs, our P's and our Q's. Whether a lion, a scarecrow, or a man made of tin, it's probable, darling, that they didn't fit in. Let me make this crystal clear. Dorothy, your friends are all queer. They are LGBTQIAAPPK. I think it's important to know that they're all dancing up there on the yellow brick road, somewhere over the rainbow. If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, I can't. Oh my goodness, I'm imagining it sounds just like Wembley out there. There was a little educational song for you called Dorothy, Your Friends Are All Queer, about some absolutely fabulous LGBTQIAAPPK ancestors of ours. Now I'd like to welcome each and every one of you to Love is Live. Happy Pride, my darlings. I hope you are all well. This is quite a surreal experience indeed, isn't it? Let me tell you, this is my first time doing this, you know, the cam thing. I'm very used to being able to say, I can see you, I can hear you, and if I'm lucky later, maybe I'll be able to feel you. But tonight I can't see you, I can't hear you, and the only thing I'll be feeling is the bottle of white wine after the show. However, there is a comments box below, so if you do want to send us your love, we would love to have it, all of it. Because it's Pride after all, and we love to feel love for this celebration. My name is Mercury, and tonight I am your host, your compere, your professor, shall we say, taking you on a little journey of some absolutely fabulous queer icons from today, and then finding out a little bit more about each and every one of them, and maybe who inspired them individually. If you have a queer icon that you particularly love that maybe I didn't mention in that song, pop it in the comments below the video and let me know, because I'm always adding to the song and I'm always looking for more people to discover. Now, tonight we are going to meet some absolute cabaret superstars, and let me tell you, it's a very difficult time for us, all being locked away. Only recently did they start delivering alcohol to my house, and until then I was quite a mess. I had all sorts of lockdown meltdowns. The first, oh yes, I bleached my hair. The second, well, I'm not even sure I can say it before the watershed. However, I want to assure you that if tonight you see me acting strangely, or perhaps shouting into the ether, Laura, Laura, I'm ready, that's only because the producer is called Laura and she is somewhere in the ether. This isn't a meltdown happening live on cam for you. Speaking of Laura, I think we have a little thing to share with you. You see, tonight we are raising money for a fabulous charity, Opal. However, I think it's better for them to tell you all about what they do and who they are in their own words. So, Laura, roll the video.
My name is Abe Kiwanuka. originally from Uganda. I work with Out and Proud African LGBTI.
Opal are a group of grassroots activists formed to help each other navigate the asylum system in the UK. So they are all people who have come from countries like Uganda, Nigeria, Ghana, and other countries which have colonially instated anti-gay laws.
Some family members are not even interested in helping because I'm a gay man.
When I was growing up, I was told being a lesbian is evil.
This plight, the struggle which members of Opal are going through as LGBTQI people resisting colonial buggery laws is that this struggle is not exclusive to Africa. It's also happening in the Caribbean, and it's also happening to people in the UK.
We want to do something from our heart, something we want to express.
After meeting with Opal, I decided to start running Black queer world building workshops.
I am the queen of my utopia. I am the fairy godmother. I am me, like or hate.
Members are not allowed to work whatsoever. They're not given like money, so they're at home doing nothing. So if you get at least 2 days a week where they can come, socialize, have fun.
I've found some other families here in the United Kingdom. The Out and Proud African LGBT, these are organizations that have been very supportive, especially during this coronavirus pandemic.
So that was Opal Charity. And if any of you have some spare change that you would like to donate tonight, because obviously tonight is a free show, but if you're enjoying yourself, we do urge you to be generous and donate to that fabulous cause. If you identify as part of the lesbian, gay, genderqueer, bisexual, trans, queer, questioning, intersex, asexual or aromantic, an ally, polyamorous, pansexual or part of the kink community, or even if you're a bigot that's just stumbled in, please do be generous. Now, I think that's enough of me. I think it's probably time we met our first guest. So, Laura, I'm ready. Is Romeo here? Oh my goodness. Hi, Romeo. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I am very well. I am absolutely melting. What is going on?
Trust me, I've got the fan on just to make sure I just stay like as cool as possible.
You mean the wind machine, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, like it's a global pandemic and global warming happening all in one go. And to be honest, by the end of the show tonight, I'm probably going to be naked.
Trust me, I'm sweating now.
Tell me about it. So everyone, this is the fabulous Romeo de la Cruz. How are you doing? How is lockdown treating you?
I'm good. Lockdown is like, yeah, it's a boxing ring. You know, sometimes I'm winning, sometimes I'm not, sometimes I'm on the floor looking up. So, you know, it's a bit here, there and there. I'm doing all right.
I've got to say, like, I find what you're doing super inspiring. What's been amazing to see is the resilience of artists during this time, because you have just taken over the internet. Like you have gone online, and it's super impressive. Actually, haven't you got a show coming up this weekend?
Yes, I'm launching my first digital show through Melanie. So, yeah, it's been nerve-wracking and I've been sweating, but it's the biggest learning curve I've had in my drag and boylesque journey. So I think it's just time for me to get off the stage and perform and start actually learning something new.
Amazing. Well, congratulations on that. And I'm super excited. So that's through Melanies, and that will be on Instagram, am I right? On Sunday?
It will be on YouTube. It's ticket-based, and the funds are going to Exist Loudly Fun and also donated to the artists.
Amazing. So it's ticket-based, and they can find links to the tickets on your Instagram.
Yes.
Fabulous. Well, we're going to see your act very, very shortly. But just before I let you go, I want to know tell me about a queer icon of yours. Who has inspired you as a queer individual?
I think I'm feeling it already, but my queer icon is Prince. Main reason my mum brought me up on Prince. She used to sing me the most beautiful girl in the world, even though who I am today ain't it. But at that time, it really meant something. It still means something to me now. So I grew up listening to him even at a young age when I shouldn't be, but it's okay.
I think Prince is like a huge inspiration to so many queer people, being so visibly androgynous and different. Like, I know a lot of my kind of fashion choices were hugely inspired by Prince, and well, we can see with you that Prince has inspired your style as well.
100%, without a doubt. And to be honest, like, I wish I had a chance to see him in concert, but you know, at least his music is still living in me. That's the main thing right now.
Amen to that. Well, thank you so much for joining us for a little chat. You are going to go and get ready super quickly for your performance, which we are so excited to see tonight. So big love to you, and thank you so much. Well, there we go. That was Romeo de la Cruz giving us all of the Prince vibes. And now I think it's time to see them in action, because they are going to perform for us Prince Romeo, which is almost a tribute to someone who has inspired them so greatly. So wherever you are, I want you to whoop and cheer. Let's not forget that Pride is a protest. So if you piss off your neighbors tonight because you're making so much noise, you're doing something right. My darlings, go wild for Romeo de la Cruz.
And today we're talking about a male dating personality that wasn't in my male dating personalities guide. But the male dating personality is called the Romeo. And judging by you guys' comments, a lot of you have been experiencing.
My name is Romeo, also known as the Romantic. I'm a very adventurous and spontaneous guy, so just getting up and going and experiencing new situations is something that I thrive off.
Now, the Romeo can be a very, very tempting man. He's always wanting to call or text. It's almost like you can't keep up with this amount of texting.
We're sorry, your call cannot be completed at dial. Record your message after the tone.
Oh, baby, what we had to do, I got you, don't call me. Won't you call me, girl? Sometimes it feels like I'm gonna die. You don't call me, mama. You got to try. Do what I need, baby,
When you're handling the Romeo, you want to slow things down. The Romeo won't handle well with things being slowed down to a healthy speed. Romeo feels because he brings the high of love, those incredible feelings, those neurochemically driven feelings. He brings them right into you. It can be very addictive.
Oh, I said, this is what you wanted. One kiss at a time. Got to be. We're not going to room our one. Set the room our one. Not your favorite, not your shoes, not your shoes. I made it twirl. You don't have to watch the speed. Just have a letter to. You just My love can be your food. Yeah, you don't have to fix to be like you. I have to fix you.
Kids, be aware of the run, because he's a man that will make you feel incredible, and he's a man that's very addictive.
My darlings, Romeo de la Cruz, please, wherever you are, a round of applause for such an absolute superstar. Thank you so much for that. You are the image of sophistication. Oh my goodness. Everyone, I'm going to say this multiple times tonight, but you need to follow these artists on all social media platforms because they are making waves, and each and every single one of them is a superstar in their own right. So, all of you, get over to Instagram, not right now because there's a show happening, but in the interval or after the show, and make sure you follow the incredible Romeo de la Cruz. One more time, Romeo de la Cruz, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, everyone. Love you.
Love you too. Oh my goodness. Well, what a way to kickstart the show. And also what a way to show us how we can all adapt to change. This is really a time of change. Not only are we artists trying to find ways to go digital, but the world is attempting to change, to go back not to normal, but to a new normal. I am, of course, referring to the incredibly powerful and important Black Lives Matter movement. We now have a piece of beautiful video performance created by our next act, all about the Black Lives Matter movement. Now, there will be a little bit of a content warning. Some viewers may find some of these scenes a little disturbing, so viewer discretion is advised. However, I urge you all, if you feel able, to watch this next incredible and beautiful piece of film. Someone said, the role of the artist is to make the revolution irresistible. It's to take the things that are going on in the world right now and to make them accessible for each and every one of us. And I think this next video does exactly that. So, without further ado, Soroya Marchelle.
Look, what do you have to lose? You're living in poverty. Your schools are no good. You have no jobs. 58% of your youth is unemployed. What the hell do you have to lose?
Because you have a bad group of people out there, and they're using George Floyd, and they're using a lot of other people to try and do some bad things. And what we do, and we have it totally under control.
Thought that I would die without, but I'm living. Thought it would be over, but now thought it won't stop. Thought that I would self-destruct, but I'm still here, even in my years to come. I'm still gonna be here. I'm a survivor.
Government ministers, police and health officials had urged people to stay at home because of the ongoing coronavirus health emergency.
I'm not gonna give up.
America has a long, painful history of racism and segregation.
I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work harder.
Racism and inadequate training in a country awash with guns are a toxic mix. The same scenes, decades apart. Protests, fury, anger, hurt spilling out across America and around the world. The cause, racism, police brutality, inequality. But in America now, the fight for justice, liberty, and equality has spread across the world and has become everyone's. Public outrage and the beginning of the Black Lives Matter was fatally shot by 18-year-old Michael Brown was fatally shot by police. Eric Garner was choked by police.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work harder. Stay on here to assassinate. I'm naked. I will survive. Keep on surviving. I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work harder. I'm a survivor. I'm gonna make it. I will survive. Keep on surviving.
Say their names. Remember all of them. No justice, no peace. This has to stop somewhere. But it starts with all of us. It starts with every single one of us. Black Lives Matter.
Thank you so much to Soroya Marchelle for that beautiful video. Fortunately, they will be joining us in the second part of tonight's show, so we will get to hear from her later on. Oh my goodness, that was beautiful. Thank you again, Soroya Marchelle. What a superstar. We will be seeing more from them a little later on. Now, I want to thank all of you who are being so active by commenting below. You are making us feel absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for all the love you're sending. Keep it coming. And also, if you take any photos or videos of yourself, if you have got dressed up for Pride, we want to see pictures. So please do share them with us tonight by sending them to on any social media at Longfield Live with the hashtag at Longfield Hall, I'm sorry, with the hashtag Love is Live. Oh my goodness. Well, tonight we've already had quite a variety, and that is not going to stop there. We are going to go from that beautiful piece of video to something, well, something that's going to make you feel all sorts of things. Let me tell you. There's something rumbling outside my house. I feel like this might be a sign for what is to come, because I believe that rumble might mean that we are joined by the incredible Danny Ash. Am I right, Laura? Is Danny Ash here?
Yes, I am. Hello.
Oh my goodness, look at you. Everybody, this is the fabulous Danny Ash. How are you doing, my love?
Yes, fabulous. Some casual wear.
Very casual indeed for a Friday night. What have you been up to today in your casual wear?
What have I been up to today? I've been running around like a lunatic, putting disco balls up, styling this wig. Oh, it's been a nightmare.
No expense spared for you all tonight, honestly. We are not pulling any punches, and we are giving you all the production values. Now, Danny, I have been super inspired by your Keep Fit regime that you have been doing online. How has that been going?
Thank you so much. Freddie, thank you so much. It's been going very well. I've been doing some Zooms online, keeping the nation fit. I've even been doing some stripograms for some hens via webcam.
Wait, sorry. You've been doing stripograms for hen parties on Zoom?
Yeah, completely correct. Bit of full frontal with a glitter paw. They've been loving it. Yeah,
oh my.
Doing a bit of cash.
Yeah, absolutely. Full frontal with a glitter paw for a hen party. I mean, screw it. Yeah. I'm getting married. Are you free next week?
No, but seriously, you have been super active with all of your training and everything. How is lockdown treating you as a circus performer?
Well, it has been high and low. Had a few breakdowns. I've tried chatting up the straight neighbours. It's not really worked.
Oh, we've all been there.
It's been a bit awkward, to be honest. Yeah. Had a few shows and just been trying not to go crazy, really.
Haven't we all? Haven't we all? Well, I think you're doing absolutely marvelous. Now, I don't know who your icon might be. I think you may be giving us a hint right now, but I'm not going to jump to any conclusions. Danny, who is a queer icon of yours?
Well, yes, you guessed it. Freddie Mercury is an icon of mine.
And why is it that you love Freddie?
Well, yeah, I really feel Freddie is popular across all demographics. He's played in pubs up and down the country, back home in Staines. I could hear him down the ash tree. And he's a very interesting icon because, you know, a lot of people who might be a little bit homophobic still play Queen. So I'm here to remind everyone, Freddie was as camp as tits and wants your number.
Well, I don't think I can wait any longer. Are you ready for your number, Danny?
Yeah, in about 30 seconds. Yeah, I'll just go and get myself
I'm going to
ready.
give you a chance to prepare. I'm too excited about this. So, Danny, you go get ready, and I will get the audience ready for you. Oh, my goodness. Are we in for a treat? This circus superstar has been doing hen parties on Zoom with full front and glitter paws. Oh, my gosh. So, on that note, there is a little bit of a warning. This is a cabaret after all, so there will be some nudity. You may see a cheek or two, but fear not. That's as far as we're going tonight, because if you want to see any more, well, you'll have to get married and have a hen party. Am I right? So here, with a tribute to their icon, the sensational Freddie Mercury, I want you to go wild. And I think you may be losing your marbles all over your living rooms to this for the sensational Danny Ash.
I want to break free. I want to break free. I want to break free from your lies. Yeah, so satisfy me. I've got to break free. God knows. God knows I want to break free. I've fallen in love. I've fallen in love for the first time. This time I know it's for real. I'm falling in love. God knows. God knows I'm falling in love. Strange, but it's true. I keep it all the way you love me like you do, but I have to be sure when I walk out the door. Oh, I want to be free. Oh, I want to be free. Oh, I want to be free. Without you by my side, I don't want to live alone. Hey, got to go. Got to make it mine. Somebody can you see? I've got to break free.
Mama just killed a man, put a gun against his head, pulled the trigger, now he's dead. Goodbye, everybody, I've got to go. Got to leave it all behind to face the truth all together at home. Mama. Ooh, ooh. Yes, I didn't mean to make you cry. I guess I'll come back again this time tomorrow. Carry on, carry on, carry on at home.
I see a little silhouette of a man. Beelzebub has a devil put aside for me, for me, for me. So you think you can stop me and split my eyes? So you think you can love me and leave me to die? Oh, baby, can't do this to me, baby. Just gotta get out, just gotta get right out of here. Nothing really matters. Anyone can see. Nothing really matters. Nothing really matters to
Film crew and extras and everything.
Thank you, my love.
That was sensational. Thank you so much. Have the loveliest Pride, you absolute superstar. And I can't wait to see you soon and give you an actual hug.
Thank you very much. See you soon.
Bye. Oh my goodness. I literally was crying on the floor and running around my room, and then I remembered that if I'm not in front of the camera, you can't see me. But honestly, follow these artists online. They are all superstars. And Danny told me as well that once everything is open again, he will be teaching. And I can think of no one I would rather teach me aerial. So yes, follow Danny Ash on the Instagram. That's Mr. Danny Ash. And make sure that you are at those classes too when they are back up and running, because, well, I mean, you just saw him. He's an absolute legend. One more time. Let's all clap and cheer and whoop and piss off our neighbours for Danny Ash. Woo! Oh my goodness. I bet you didn't think that you would have everything from Prince to Freddie Mercury in the air happening in your living room, but we are kickstarting Pride off this weekend with Longfield Hall, and we are kickstarting it with style. So yes, if you are at home celebrating in your own way and you are all dressed up, we want to see whether you are the pinnacle of masculinity like Danny Ash or campus tits. Send us your pictures and your videos and send us all your love. Now, those little cheeks have got me in the mood for something sexy. Unfortunately, we have one of the most sensual artists coming up right now. It's about to get a little bit je ne sais quoi up in here, and you might feel something that you weren't entirely ready to feel on a Friday night. And all I've got to say to that is you're welcome. Because let me tell you, it's a nice change from staring at the walls and watching the paint dry. I am ready to feel some emotions, and the person that is going to bring that and so much more is the incredible, the sensual, the seductive Jada Love.
I'm gonna fight 'em all. A 7-nation army couldn't hold me back. They're gonna rip it off, taking their time right behind my back. And I'm talking to myself at night because I can't forget. Back and forth through my mind, I don't smoke cigarettes. And the message coming from my eyes says, leave it alone. Don't wanna hear about it. Every single one's got a story to tell. Everyone knows about it, yeah. From the Queen of England to the hounds of hell. And if I catch you coming back my way, I'll serve it to you. You want some? And that ain't what you wanna hear, but that's what I'll do. And the feeling coming from my bones says, find a
Oh, sorry, do excuse me. I got a little carried away then with all that sexy. Please, my darlings, wherever you are, give it up for the incredible Jada Love. Honestly, that song comes on and I just want to get up and feel myself. Yes, you are right. She is gorgeous and has got a beautiful voice. We will be seeing and hearing more from Jada later on tonight. And if you yourself get a little carried away, you're enjoying the song and you want to get up and feel the moment, please do. This is your Pride celebration as much as it is ours. And I've had half a bottle of Riesling. So there's no going back now. So I'm very excited about our next guest tonight because they are one of my closest friends and one of the first people I ever got the privilege to work with in the cabaret scene. So I'm just going to compose myself, ready for what is probably going to be an unforgettable conversation with a superstar, and get rid of my my sort of fangirling that's happening right now. Well, I say fangirling. I identify as non-binary, so fan-personing probably, because it's only time to say hello to Miss Lilly SnatchDragon. Is she here? Lilly?
Oh, hello!
Oh, Lilly! Oh my goodness! Look at you! You look gorgeous tonight.
Happy Pride!
Happy Pride! Oh, cheers! Oh, I think.
Ting ting, everybody! Ting ting!
Ting ting. I think if we cheers, oh Sam. Do we need to down it now? Is that how it works?
Okay.
Ah, thank you very much. Thank you, disembodied hand. Oh, you are welcome for whatever happens next.
Happy Pride, everybody!
You know what? Screw it. The party's started now. How are you? I have missed you. I haven't seen you in far too long.
It's been way too long. I miss you, and you look so beautiful, Mercury. Your hair, I really like it.
Thank you very much. There's so
Not
much
how
bleach
I
in
would
it.
do it, but it's very nice.
Thank you. Honestly, it's dead from the roots down.
Oh, yeah, like my vagina.
Yeah, just like your vagina.
Yeah.
So, I hear that. Oh, 1 second. Sorry. Hold that thought, Lilly, because a disembodied hand is bringing me more Riesling. This is going to go very dangerously. Oh, yeah.
No one here for me.
Wait a second. Through the medium of camera magic. No, put it on the other side. Put it on the other side. I'm going to hand this glass to you.
Okay, here we go. It's not empty, you know.
Oh, well, I'll have to empty it first then.
Okay, you empty. You. The tide's about.
Lilly.
Hi. Yeah.
Here's an empty glass for you. Happy Pride, darling.
Oh, this way.
Oh.
Thank you so much.
Oh, yes. I mean, we're pretty much Instagram influencers now, right? That's how it works.
Yeah. Of course, this is how it's working.
So, a little birdie tells me that congratulations is in order because you are.
Oh, you mean congratulations for being on the BBC with the Bitten Peach?
Yes, I mean absolutely. Congratulations for being on the BBC with the Bitten Peach. If anyone missed that, I mean, she's a celebrity now. She's been on the telly.
And on billboards. Have you seen me on the billboards?
You are so famous. This lockdown has been great for you. Oh my God. Also, I hear there's a little oh yes, she got engaged. Congratulations. You are engaged to be married to cabaret superstar Mark Anthony. Am I right?
Yes, that is correct.
I am so happy. Honestly, when I saw the news, it was like, you know what? Coronavirus, schmoronavirus. I am happy today because the news is good. Honestly, congratulations, my darling. When is the wedding? What can we expect?
Well, you know it has to be on the perfect day, right?
Yes, it does.
And which day is that, Mercury?
Friday?
Judging you. Everybody is now judging you. The perfect day is April 25th.
Oh, yes, that perfect day. April 20th. What was I thinking?
Sorry.
But it's not, that's a lie. It's not on April 25th. But I do want a light jacket wedding.
Yes, it's nice to be able to like put the jacket on if you're too cold, but not be too hot either.
Yeah, that's correct. That's what and an ice cream cake and a fun fair and
Oh, so understating. It'll be subtle.
just settle something
Yeah.
small, not too big.
No, that's not really your style, is it, Lily SnatchDragon?
No, I just want close people. So like everyone I've ever met since I come to England must come to wedding because all family, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah, just a small wedding with about 10,000 people there.
Something like that. I don't want to go too much, you know. I don't want to be a drama queen.
I mean, you don't, do you, Lily? You're never a drama queen.
Never.
Never a drama queen. Also, I don't know if you've noticed, but oh, what's that? What's this? Oh, thank you, lighting. Oh, can it's so pretty, isn't it? Do you know where I bought it?
No, I mean, I have a small idea, just a small one.
Oh, I just bought it from this fabulous independent queer business called Marked and Snatched. That is a rhinestoning company by Mark Anthony and Lily SnatchDragon.
Yes, that is right. I'm just gonna take all the opportunity I can just to be here. So, Mark and I have we open a little shop where we're making the bow tie. Because why the fuck not?
I mean, look at
It's wearing allowed.
yeah. Well, you've done it now.
Wearing allowed.
It's okay. It's okay. We'll beep it in post production.
Okay. So yeah, very sparkly bow tie, and I will say, keep a lookout, people, because if you have little furry animals,
Like,
some pet ones are coming soon.
oh my god! You're making pet bow ties.
Yeah, the rhinestoning ones.
Oh, I can finally get a gift for my other half, Joe Morose.
Yes.
Oh,
And
he will look.
a bow tie.
He will look precious in it.
And we can custom make different color too, but you have to wait because they're not come yet. Postage and delivery right now.
It's okay, Lily. If I've got something right now, it's time. I can wait for it.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Speaking of you and Mark is in a film. Am I right?
Yes. So, my fiance was very, very lucky to actually get top surgery this December. If you know anybody who does bind or tapes as well as the drag queen, it's very painful and it causes a lot of scars and it's not very nice, and they were very lucky to have it. So there was a director who wanted to make a film about drag kings, but it just so happened that Mark was very lucky that they were also doing the top surgery at the same time. So they just made a little short film, and it's really good. I am in it.
Well, then I have to see it.
Yeah, it's only a short, but basically they are fundraising because they need money for the music license and for like maybe a bit of coloring style and also for some other bits. I'm very freaking hot.
I know. Tell me about it. One second. I'll join you. They probably need to raise some money with their fundraiser to pay you for the advertising that you're doing right now.
Yeah, so I'm fanning my vagina.
Oh, well, you do that. I'll fan your face. Oh, is that good?
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm also trying to get ready for my act at the same time because, you know,
multitasking.
Of course.
Bloody
but
hell.
at the same time, you know, I can do more than one thing.
Well, while you're doing more than one thing,
yeah.
Who, Lily SnatchDragon, is your queer icon?
Okay, so, you know, when I was growing up, there wasn't very many gay icons for me.
Okay.
I think I kind of thought that I didn't really come out till it was very, very late in life. I thought it was a phase. I thought that my mom was right, that it wasn't me, and I never felt really comfortable. But then when I actually finally came out and when I thought about who my queer icons were and who I really looked up to and always have been an inspiration was Miss Piggy.
Yes, Miss Piggy.
Miss Piggy.
Actual icon. Muppets in Manhattan. Am I right?
I love it. I love Miss Piggy. She is fierce. She speaks her mind. She always looks fabulous. She gets what she wants. And I think she's an amazing role model for human beings.
I think so too. I mean, let's just take a second to have a moment of respect for Miss Piggy and the icon that she is and the role model that she has been for so many people.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I think it's a really wonderful thing that she's calling herself Miss Piggy. Like she's owning that.
Right? So many people are like, you're a pig. And it's meant to be all like negative. But she's like, I am Miss Piggy.
So maybe from now on, if anybody says to us, you're a pig, we can go, thank you. Because that means I am fabulous, I speak my mind, and I am in control of what I want.
Exactly. And that is what we need to do more, especially now, because like you said, Pride is still a protest.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's still a protest. I cannot come out where I am from. Okay, move on. Sorry, we just like to talking. Sorry. But Pride is a protest, and some people don't get to celebrate Pride. So it's so important.
Absolutely.
And I just feel okay. It's okay. I can press play with my nail on.
Oh my goodness. Oh, look at you. Like your wedding, it's a subtle, understated nail. You're so subtle.
I try so hard.
Does this mean the fact that you've just multitasked all of this right now, does this mean that you might be ready to do your act?
I still am.
Okay.
Are you though? Are you at home ready?
I'm imagining they're screaming yes at their TVs right now.
Something like that, or just flicking their sweat on me. Flick it on me.
Yeah, flick that sweat. Flick that sweat on me.
Okay, do you have to do your introduction? Do you have to like...
I do, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, I just downed a bottle of Riesling and I don't know what's going on. So let's do your act, shall we? Otherwise, I could talk to you for the next 7 years.
I love you.
So, my darlings at home, you have just met the fabulous Lilly SnatchDragon. And as she said, Pride is a protest, and that it is. It's a celebration of all that we've achieved and from where we've come, but it's also a protest to make sure that we get to where we need to be and that equality is achieved. Now, on that note, Lilly SnatchDragon is a master of protesting through satire and art and taking the negative stereotypes and the negative things that she has been called and turning them into something fabulous. So without further ado, get ready, get fabulous for Lilly SnatchDragon!
Girl, don't try it. You break it, then you buy it. So don't deny it. Just press and reapply it. Hard acrylic gets harder when you fill it. So $20 bill it and scratch until you kill it. If you're not wearing nails, you're not doing long nails, short nails, white nails, black nails, right nails, wrong nails, as long as there's a nail. Straight nails, gay nails, love nails, hate nails, your nails, my nails, as long as there's a nail. Nails, 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 put on some fucking nails. Nails, 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 put on some fucking shells.
Hi, honey, what you need today? Whatever you like, we do for you. Okay, honey, do you like pedicure too? Pedicure, it may look nice, it's so sexy.
If you're not wearing nails, you're not doing long nails, short nails, white nails, black nails, right nails, wrong nails, as long as there's a nail. Straight nails, gay nails, love nails, hate nails, your nails, my nails, as long as there's a nail. Nails, 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 nails. Put on some fucking nails.
Okay, honey, sit down. I'm gonna sit my lane. She do for you. Good job. Only $20 a month. That's okay. Sit down. You have boyfriend? Honey, why you don't have? You look so pretty, like model, cheerleader, something pretty.
Long nails, short nails, white nails, black nails, right nails, wrong nails, as long as there's a nail. Straight nails, gay nails, love nails, hate nails, your nails, my nails, as long as there's a nail.
Do you like crystal gel? Do you like crystal gel? Honey, do you like crystal gel for your nail? It's the best thing you can have for your nail. Make look nice. It sparkle like diamond in the sky. Do you like crystal gel for your
nails? Nails, 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 nails. Put on some fucking nails.
You like long or short nails?
Nails, 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 nails. Put on some fucking nails.
Open it. Go wash your hand.
Oh my goodness, Lilly SnatchDragon, everybody, please go wild wherever you are. We are going to imagine that it sounds a bit like Wembley. Lilly, I love you. You are fabulous, right? Oh, and so demure, so classy. You really do put the cute in cuticle.
I love you so much.
I love you, and I cannot wait to see you soon, and to see you and Mark, and celebrate you, and get my nails done. Make sure everybody goes over to Instagram and follows Lilly Snatch because she's a superhero. Am I right?
Thank you. I can't wait to lick your curls and mustache.
Lick them hard, lick them good, lick them just like you should.
Happy Pride, everybody. Thank you so much for having me, Longfield Hall. Bye.
One more time, please, for Lilly SnatchDragon. Happy Pride, my darling. Oh, my goodness. She is a superstar, and I'm beside myself with how much I adore these humans. I can't say this enough. Do make sure that you follow them all on social media, because you know what? Every follower that we have helps us. It inspires us to create more work and to be who we are. So please do share the love with us on social media, because we can't see you in person right now, but we do want to feel your love. Now, I'm a little overwhelmed after all of that, and I think I do need a costume change because it's a Friday night. So we are going to take a short intermission. We are going to have a little bit of, oh, there we go. That was Lilly SnatchDragon's details just there on the screen for you. But we're going to have a little queer-mercial break where you can see some fabulous things that we will be, that people are selling, including Marked and Snatched. I mean, look at this. You can get this for yourself and for your pet. And to be honest, if you don't have one, are you even an ally? I'm being serious. Get yourself to Marked and Snatched. Also, make sure that you are there for Through Melon Eyes on, it was on this weekend with the fabulous Romeo de la Cruz. Make sure that you are following all of these artists and finding out everything that they are doing. If you have some spare money for the fundraiser for Mark Anthony's fabulous film, that will also be appearing in our queer-mercial break. So make sure that you do have a look at that. However, this is also a chance for you to have a costume change and top up your glasses, which is exactly what I'll be doing. And to once again hear from the fabulous charity that we are supporting this evening, the Incredible Opal. So, to all of you from me, I will see you in 10 minutes' time. No more, no less, because I need to get changed. And then we'll have a bit more Pride celebration, shall we? I love you all. You're fabulous, and we'll see you in 10. Bye!
So these, I'm going to do
an act is quite a classic thing to have in burlesque, because the like fan dance, but I want to kind of turn that on its head. The plan is it's going to be a peacock act to Peacock by Katy Perry, which the lyrics are like, I want to see your peacock. I'm going to do it in a play on that, like when you're trans, one of the most common things people do is try and work out what's in your pants. Basically, that's like a lot of the questions people ask that are stupid. If you boil them down to what they're actually asking is like, what genitalia do you have? So yeah, I want to do like a classic kind of a satirical take on a classic burlesque act where the reveal is like, what's in my pants? And it's going to be a peacock, because why not? So the operation I'm about to have is called top surgery. Basically, it's the removal of breasts to create, just in case you didn't know where they were, is to create like a male appearing chest. The fun bit, which always makes people cringe, is that they take your nipples off and resize them and sew them back on again. Being able to do burlesque and boylesque just in my own skin without modifying it, I think is going to feel amazing. Yeah, it's a feeling that I've never had before. I'm like steeling myself for it not looking amazing, but at the same time, it probably is just going to be, it's going to feel really good. Yeah, I'm excited to see it.
About me and you, things we used to do, it's all in the past now. When I hear that song, I just wanna sing along. I know I don't belong with you anymore. To let you go, but I do it for the music. I feel it in my soul. Oh, nothing else can move me like it does. It's out of my control. I do it for the music. When I think about me and you, I just need that groove. Oh, my body needs to move. Don't get in my way now. No. When I hear that song, I just wanna sing along. I know I don't belong with you anymore. Ooh. Change my mind, yeah, but it was so easy to let you go. Oh, yeah, I do it for the music. I feel it in my soul. Nothing else can move me like it does. It's out of my control. I do it for the music. Yeah, I do it for the music. I feel it in my soul. I do it for the music. I feel it in my soul.
My name is Abe Kiwanuka. Originally from Uganda. I work with Out and Proud African LGBTI.
Opal are a group of grassroots activists formed to help each other navigate the asylum system in the UK. So they are all people who have come from countries like Uganda, Nigeria, Ghana, and other countries which have colonially instated anti-gay laws.
It's been pretty difficult getting help from family members this period, apart from the fact that I can't visit for obvious reasons. Some family members are not even interested in helping because I'm a gay man.
When I was growing up, I was told being a lesbian is evil. It's very evil, and it was compared to be like a pedophile. Or people who have sex with animals. So all the time those feelings come in, you have to pretend that it's not normal, it's bad. So it's always been scary.
This plight, the struggle which members of Opal are going through as LGBTQI people resisting colonial buggery laws is that this struggle is not exclusive to Africa. It's also happening in the Caribbean, and it's also happening to people in the UK.
We want to do something from our heart, something we want to express.
After meeting with Opal and hearing the things that they were interested in doing, I decided to start running Black queer world building workshops, which were kind of using Afrofuturism, poetry, image making to project ourselves into a future which we thought was viable for Black queer joy and nourishment, fulfillment, safety, all these kind of things.
I am black trapped in a Scottish white body. I am strong like the fairy red Scot lass. I am the ocean that smells like the spice of the world. I am titanium. I am the mother of dragons. I am the queen of my utopia. I am the fairy godmother. I am me, like or hate.
Members are not allowed to work whatsoever. They're not given like money, so they're at home doing nothing. So if you get at least 2 days a week where they can come, socialize, have fun, come up with these projects like these ones, like challenge their brains. What can I come up with which can send message out there?
I'm so happy that we can portray the message to the whole world, or to everyone that sees us without having to say a word.
I've found some other families here in the United Kingdom. The Out and Proud African LGBT, these are organizations that have been very supportive, especially during this coronavirus pandemic.
Oh, Laura, are we back? Are we live? I'm going to take that as a yes. You're back. I'm back. Oh, I do apologize. I was just reading Queer Intentions by Amelia Abraham. If you haven't got it, I thoroughly recommend. This book is excellent. And, you know, I also slipped into something a little bit more comfortable. You see, I like to make a dramatic change from Act 1 to Act 2. It's basically an unrecognizable outfit, am I right? Now, before we get down to the nitty-gritty and I explain all of this and all of that, I think it's time for a bit more of an edumacation, actually. I think I need my glasses for this. And you should probably get out your notepads because you'll want to be keeping note, as there will be an exam at the end of the song. You see, we're going to open Act 2 by talking about the coded languages queer people have used for millennia. For millennia, LGBTQIAAPPK have not been able to communicate with one another openly, without fear of judgment and persecution. So they've had to find other ways. Letters, Polari as a language, and the subject of this song, a visual language from San Francisco that the gays used in the 1960s as a way of letting each other know what they wanted to get up to sexually. Now, as I said, this is for research and educational purposes, so please do keep note, because you never know when learning about this may come in handy. It's a language called the hanky code, where gay men put a hanky of a certain color in their back pocket, and then other gay men in the area of San Francisco would know exactly what they wanted. Are you ready? It's time for a lecture. Have you heard of hankies? Well, let me tell you that. A hanky in gay sex terms is an indicator, fact, of the things I might be into, so you do not need to guess. If I'm vanilla, more kinky, like it clean, or make a... Ooh. Now it is much easier to work out how to please me if you should be playing gentle, or I want it rough and sleazy. The first thing here to tell you, left or right, this bit is fun. Left means I'll be on the top, and right means I want it up my...
Ooh, you touch my tra-la-la. Ooh, my ding-ding-dong.
Dong?
Ooh, you touch my tra-la-la.
He loved it.
Ooh, my ding-ding-dong.
If there's coral on the left side, your toes I'm gonna tease. And a light blue on the right, well, I want you on your knees. The same hanky on the left side, your meat I'm gonna blow. A hanky of white velvet means I want to watch your show, have some fun. Let me watch, it really turns me on. If the hanky's hunter green, you be daddy, I'll play son. If it's lavender, then I want someone that can really tuck. And if it's navy blue, a common one, well then I'm looking for a...
Ooh, you touch my tra-la-la. Ooh, my ding-ding-dong.
With consent.
Ooh, you touch my tra-la-la.
Tra-la-la-la-la-la.
Ooh, my ding-ding-dong.
If it's something slightly rarer, a fetish so to speak, light pink bang me with a dildo, dark pink give my nips a tweak. If it's mustard, I'm packing, my tool is long and thick. If it's cream, I would like you to reach out and jerk my...
Oh.
Pale yellow means I like it when you use your spit. And magenta says it's cool if you would like to suck my pit. Don't confuse a gold and yellow, that's a difference not to miss. Gold means I'll play with a couple, and yellow means I want to drink your...
Ooh, you touch my tra-la-la.
Delicious.
Ooh, my ding-ding-dong.
Refreshing.
Ooh, you touch my tra-la-la. Ooh, my ding-ding-dong.
Sing along at home. Ooh, you touch my tra-la-la. Ooh, my ding-ding-dong. Ooh, you touch my tra-la-la. Ooh, my ding-ding-dong. Now, we are going to attempt something that I'm pretty sure has not been attempted via the medium of a digital cabaret ever before. And that is, for the purposes of research and education, we are going to collectively, on the count of 3, make a sound of completion. Now, I don't mind whether it's high or low, as long as it's nice and loud and made from 2 meters distance, so that we can actually take note for research and education. I hope you're all going to join in at home, otherwise I'll be the only one completing in the entirety of the United Kingdom. And let's face it, the world, because I am now streaming to both the North Hemisphere and the South. Happy Christmas down there! Anyway, I digress. Let's get back to the subject at hand, and that is climaxing. Here we go, on the count of 3. A 1, 2, 3. Are you all quite finished? Sometimes I get a round of applause after 2. And a 3, 2, 1. Now a grey one on the left side means I should get out the rope. A teal on the right. Your balls have got no hope. If you would like a cowboy, it's a hanky-coloured rust. If it's spanking that's a turn on, it's fuchsia that's a must. Some hankies are quite open. Orange means I like it all. Some are more specific. Just go give brown a call. Red means that I need a hand to reach my sexy goal. And beige means I like it when you come up here and lick my hole.
Oh, you touched my tra-la-la, sorry. Ooh, my ding-ding-dong.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh, you touched my tra-la-la.
I'm so sorry.
Ooh, my ding-ding-dong.
Now with harmonies. Ooh, you touch my tra-la-la. Ooh, my ding-ding-dong. Ooh, you touch my tra-la-la. Ooh, my ding-ding-dong. I've come, thank you. Oh, stop. No, stop clapping. No, you stop clapping. No, stop clap. Oh my goodness. They're still clap. Also, can we have a round of applause for my fabulous accompanist and backing singer wearing just his pants and a dressing gown? It's Mr. Joe Morose. Oh, look at that thumb. That thumb has had £30,000 worth of acting training. Can you tell? It seems so comfortable in front of the camera. No, stop clapping, honestly. Well, I hope you found that both educational and entertaining. That's another little song from a musical I wrote with a fabulous man called Maxim Melton called Queerstry, a musical jaunt through queer history with a little bit of naughtiness thrown in, because I feel it's very, very important to know from where we've come. Also, can I just take a moment to acknowledge my costume change? This is where you go wild in the comments, because I'm going to look at what you're saying. No, don't be too kind. Yay, Lilly, stop. Yeah, oh my goodness. Joe Green has got clapping hands and little bits of, oh, Joshua Young, no, stop Neil, Emma Milan, look, oh, Keela Cam. Oh my god, Lily S. I mean, I don't know if I can do that acrobatic move. Oh, 3 thumbs up from Alyssa. Thank God, stop it, Longfield Hall. Oh, Alyssa, I will give you 3 thumbs up as well. Yes, I decided to do a subtle little change from a blue suit with pink to a pink suit with blue, because today I have decided it's very important for me to visibly show that I am supporting trans people. Yes, that's right. I am wearing the trans flag because at this time they need our support more than ever. Now, I'd like to draw your attention to a few fabulous causes, because in the face of people like Donald Trump, like Jermaine Greer, like J.K. Rowling, where trans people are finding their rights and their identities ridiculed or criticized, there are fabulous organizations and people fighting for their equality. Mermaids Gender is a fabulous charity that you should all check out. And I urge you all to check out the fabulous initiative by Jackie Devon and Danny St. James, Not a Phase, which is at Not a Phase on Instagram. They are doing amazing things to raise awareness about trans people and their issues and rights. And I think at this time, when the governments all around the world are trying to take away their rights sneakily during a pandemic and all sorts of other things, they are trying to remove the rights from trans people. I think it is more important than ever to show our support. Now, if you do go over to @NotAPhase on Instagram, they are selling some t-shirts and raising money for Mermaids Gender. They are also selling masks, and there will be a march, if I'm not mistaken, on the 4th of July, which is incredibly important. Pride is a protest. I cannot say this enough. Pride was also started by an incredible trans individual. So we shouldn't be fighting for LGBTQIAAPPK without the T. We should be including the T and fighting for their rights as much as anyone. Now, I think it's time for a little bit more show. Is somebody commenting? Is somebody saying shady things behind my back?
Said spill that tea.
Alyssa said spill that tea. Oh, Lily, that tea is spilled. Honestly, I have scalded my lap and I am okay with it because it needed to be done. And let's face it, it needs to be done now more than ever. So please do check out these incredible causes and support trans individuals. Check out Marked and Snatched. Donate to Mark Anthony's fabulous video and go to @NotAPhase and @Mermaids. Is it Mermaids Gender? @Mermaids Gender over on Instagram to find out more details. Of course, there are huge amounts of other places to show your support and other sources for information. But these are just some hopefully handy suggestions for you. Now, I hope you've all topped up your glasses. I sure have, which I'm not entirely sure was a good idea, but in for a penny, in for a £50 note. So here we are, and it's the second part. If you have had a costume change, make sure that you are sending us your pictures and videos to @LongfieldHall with #LoveIsLive. And do make sure that you keep the comments coming, because you know what? I am feeling the love, I am feeling the Riesling, and I am having a fabulous kickstart to my Pride weekend. I hope you are too. And now on with the show. I think it's time, possibly, Laura, if you're there, is it time for us to meet our next artist? Oh, there they are. Oh my goodness, everybody, please wave at your television screens for the incredible Be Jamming. Hi, how are you doing, my love?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I am not bad. I am a bottle of Riesling down, which may or may not have been a good idea, but you know what? Screw it. It's Friday and it's Pride. And I'm also having my own personal summer right now because it is about 1,000 degrees.
Yeah, I just had to turn my fan off so there wasn't any background noise.
I love the commitment to your craft that you are showing, because you know what? I have got to that stage where, no, don't you turn it off. I'm okay with it. Sounds like there's an aeroplane flying through this room because I am melting. So how have you been, my darling?
Holding up, I'm okay. Yeah, keeping myself busy, especially over Pride weekend. So
Absolutely. Now, am I right in saying that you are a spoken word artist?
I am. So I'm a drag king and I'm a spoken word artist. It's something that I decided to do in my king forms. It gave me a voice and it made me a little bit more political as well. So yes, I do spoken word.
Amazing. I think spoken word is an art form that we see far too rarely these days, because it's such a powerful art form for conveying experiences and ideas. And yeah, I'm super excited and honored that you're a part of tonight's show.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my goodness, no, thank Longfield Hall. I mean, I'm surprised I'm surprised they're having me, if I'm entirely honest. But I also hear that you have used the coronavirus time, the pandemic and the lockdown period to go digital with a show of your own.
I have. So I have a show called Rush, which is inspired by Windrush. So it's for BAME artists, so that is Black, Asian, and minority ethnics. So it's to highlight their art, because unfortunately it wasn't being represented in the digital drag / cabaret era. And I thought, instead of getting angry, let's do something about it. And it's my third show, and it's on Saturday, starting from 7:30, over on my Instagram.
So tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night, yes. It's a very busy weekend for me.
Amazing. No, it's Pride weekend. This is the weekend for it. So everybody should head over to your Instagram @king.b.jamming tomorrow at, was it 7:30?
7:30, yes.
Amazing. And it's your third one. How have they gone so far?
They've been really good. So numbers are going up and up. The view numbers got lots of positive comments. All the artists are wonderful. I've worked with people like my drag brother, like Velvet Thunder. I've worked with Reese's Pieces, who's coming back. I've worked with new people like Terry Box and Lusty Lovelace. So it's really nice to be able to highlight kind of existing artists alongside emerging artists as well. So it's been a real kind of mixed bag of cabaret, and it's really lovely to see.
Oh, so it's full on variety, lip sync, drag queens, burlesque, everything.
Everything you can think of.
Well, I have no plans as of yet tomorrow evening, so now I do. 7:30 p.m. at king.b.jamming over on Instagram for Rush. Is that right?
Yes, that's right. And there is a donation link as well.
Amazing.
When it's all streamed.
And those donations are going...
Oh, sorry, not donations. Sorry, I always say that. It's a tip link. So my night is run on tips.
Amazing.
so everyone gets paid as well. So
artists, that's amazing.
Exactly. I wish I could offer them more. Maybe when I get funded or something. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what happens.
Arts Council, if you're watching, fund rush immediately. Oh my goodness, that sounds super exciting. I can't wait to see the show tomorrow. But first, you're going to perform for us tonight. Is that right?
Yes, I am.
Amazing. Well, I'm going to let you.
Yes, so I'm going to do my spoken word, and a little bit of content warning. There is the N word in it. So for those that don't want to hear the N word, just let me know that it's that.
Amazing. Well, I'm going to give you a moment to get in the zone and get ready as I get the audience all excited for your fabulous piece of spoken word. So this is Bee Jamming with a piece of spoken word about their experience as a Black individual in the UK. I urge you all at home to get your clicking fingers out, because you may have seen this at drag shows aplenty, but what you might not know is that it originated in spoken word and poetry shows as a way of showing appreciation to the artists without interrupting the rhythm. So this is the perfect time to get your clicking fingers out, because we have the one and only, the sensational Bee Jamming.
All the things I heard growing up for being Black. Have you met a Bounty or an Oreo? Where are you from? No, where are you really from? You're well spoken for a Black person. Why don't you speak Black? You're stush. Black is a colour and attitude, a strong human race, the creator of new life. When we first walked out of East Africa and populated and nourished the world. Black is not a tick list of things that I can and can't do, a list of stereotypes which you think I should have locked down. You must love chicken, right? Is that your real hair? You've got a temper like a flea. Can you swim? Having my space, my body invaded from day dot, walking down Wrigley and feeling a claw grabbing at my young, freshly detangled pressed hair. A postcode where I should feel protected and not pet as if I'm in a zoo. My mind twisted with other people's views of what I should be. Not Black enough for my traditional Caribbean family, not Black enough for my Black friends, not Black enough for strangers questioning how I speak and the fact I say I'm British before I start listing my heritage. Because where am I really from? My realities and facts don't match their preconceived reality based on my melanin. I'm not white enough for my white friends. I'm not white enough for their families who allow me in. But when I forget my euros on a school trip, they whisper to their child, don't give money. A whisper loud enough for me to hear, a whisper that confirms how you really see me, a whisper that was no longer behind closed doors, a whisper that twists your child's mind's view to the points years from now they'll be calling me Maltese ahead. Oh wait, I've got pounds here in my pocket. Now tell me, what is the exchange rate of these whispers that I will now carry forth with me onto adulthood? I'm not white enough for my skin tone to be seen as the only one in the lecture hall. At a house party where I am called an African queen by a stranger who sees me as a fascination, a fetish, who thinks it's acceptable to follow me around the house while others laugh. Too Black for my stepdad to remind me that I am not his child from his drunken stupor. Not Black enough for my white northern stepfamily, but they must keep us sweets, otherwise they won't have access to my white-looking mixed-race sister. and take her out for the day while the rest of us sits and waits for their love. Torn from my race, from my skin, down to the bone, hating and bleeding and straightening and avoiding the sun because being lighter is better. Good hair is better. Avoiding stereotypes is better. Being reminded of my place, learning the meaning of nigger at the age of 8, learning that my race is this light, yet fantasized, strong, yet looked down on, strong, yet whipped, strong, yet segregated, strong, and not beaten down, strong and marching with our fist up high, strong and changing history, strong and powerful, strong, and I am strong. I am strong, I am Black, I am a fighter, I am an opinionated Black lesbian, I am not a tick list, I am not your African fetish, I am not angry, and if you view me as angry, then maybe my voice is changing the way you view stereotypes. Strong, and I will keep fighting. Strong, and I will wear my hair out. Strong to know my history. Strong. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, B Jamming, for that. That was incredible. Thank you so much for sharing that with us this evening.
Anytime.
And I can't wait. I can't wait for tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. for Rush over at king.b.jamming. And to see the incredible thing that you've created. Also, I just want to draw attention for everyone to the fact that you are sitting in front of the improved flag, should I say, that includes
update your flags.
Update your flags. Update your pride flags to include the trans colours and the colours for inclusivity and diversity, because up until now, we may have pretended that they did, but they didn't do it enough. So update your flags, and thank you so much, B Jamming, for sharing that with us this evening. We can't wait to see you tomorrow. You're a superstar.
Thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.
One more time for B Jamming. I don't understand technology, but once again, what a superstar. I urge you all to follow them on Instagram at king.b.jamming, and to make sure that you are tuning in tomorrow for Rush, for some absolutely superb performers. And while we're on it, also make sure that you're tuning into Romeo de la Cruz's show Through Melon Eyes, because I think it is so important at this time, as well as every, I was going to say more than any, but not more than any. We should always be listening to the voices of POC and BAME individuals, and Cabaret is an opportunity. It is a platform for these artists to share their stories, to speak without fear of being judged. And I think it's incredibly important at this time at Pride for us to hear that. So make sure that you are tuning in to Rush and to Through Melon Eyes. Now, on the subject of Romeo de la Cruz, I think it is time that we saw another fabulous act from them, because I watched their first performance, channeling Prince, and I thought, this is the most sophisticated, charming individual I have ever seen, and I need them to teach me their ways. I need them to teach me their finesse. And I think that's exactly what they're going to do. So wherever you are, please go wild once again for Romeo de la Cruz.
Such sweet sound. The fiddler on the fucking roof. Good day, good sir. How do you do? Look fine.
Fantastically well. I am certainly not fine by far, but you could say I'm close to spectacular.
Close to spectacular? How so?
Open your eyes. Spectacular's right in front of you.
Whatever you say, you're spectacular.
No, I'm fantastically well.
Come on, man, make up your mind. A minute ago, you said you were fine.
No, I said I'm close to spectacular, but I'm meeting fine in a minute.
Close to spectacular? You said you were fantastically well.
Exactly.
Exactly? Which one are you? Close to spectacular or fantastically well.
I am certainly and without a doubt fantastically well and was close to spectacular, but I must say, good sir, you just bit spectacular off and don't even mention exactly. But here comes fine right now.
Please keep in mind that gender and sexuality are not the same.
Don't we look good together? There's a reason why they watch all night long. And yeah, I know we'll turn heads forever. So tonight I'm gonna show you all. When I walk in with you, watch the whole room change. Baby, that's what you do. No, my baby don't play. And blame it on my confidence. Oh, blame it on your measurements. Shut that all down on sight. That's right. We're out here dripping in finesse. Don't make no sense. Out here dripping in finesse. You know it, you know it. Out here dripping in finesse. It don't make no sense. Out here dripping in finesse. Woo! Now slow it down for me, baby. Cause I love the way it feels when we cry. Said our connection so magnetic on the floor. Nothing can stop us tonight when I'm walking with you. Watch the whole room change. Baby, that's what you do. No, my baby don't play. And blame it on my confidence. Oh, blame it on your measurements. Shut that all down on sight. That's right, we're out here tripping in finesse. Don't make no sense. Out here tripping in finesse. You know it, you know it. Out here tripping in finesse. It don't make no sense. Out here tripping in finesse. Oh, oh, oh. Ladies, grab your ladies if your lady fine. Tell her she the one for life. Fellas, grab your fellas and let's do this right. Do this right. On like me and mine. Going on, got it going on. Don't feel so good to be us. Hey, yeah, we got it going on, got it going on. Girl, we got it going on. Going on, got it going on. Don't feel so good to be us. Hey, yeah, got it going on, got it going on. That's right.
Queer, pansexual, transgender woman,
Gay.
dyke, a bisexual, a non-binary,
Gender fluid.
two-spirit,
Trans.
queer, asexual, much like intersex.
Oh my goodness. Can we just Can we just take a moment for the heartthrob that is Romeo de la Cruz? Please, wherever you are, go absolutely wild. Throw your knickers at your television for Romeo de la Cruz. And also make sure that you are following them over on Instagram at _Romeo_Day_La_Cruz_. Oh, perfect timing. There we go. Just as I finished saying it. Thank you, Laura. Yes, make sure that you are following them on Instagram and that you are tuning in to Through Melanize this weekend because, I mean, you've just seen them. It's going to be sensational and we are all going to get very excited. Now, I think it's time for another chat with a superstar and I'm very excited because we saw them in the first act with a beautiful piece of film. That's right, the beautiful thing that they shared about the Black Lives Matter protests. So, Laura, is Soroya Marchelle in the house ready? Is she here? Soroya? Soroya?
Hello.
Oh my, there you are. Oh my goodness, look at you. You are the most beautiful person I think I've ever met.
Oh,
Oh,
thank you.
and you are feeling your fantasy right now.
Feeling the this little pride eye I've got going on.
Little pride eye there. Look at you. How are you doing, my love? It's so good to see you.
Oh, thank you. I'm doing very well, honey. I'm doing very well. You're looking amazing as per usual, darling.
Oh, thank you very much. I can't decide. Longfield Hall says, hello, Soroya.
Hello, my darlings.
And Nesta, oh my goodness, you've suddenly gone Irish. I mean, it's Pride weekend. Why the hell not?
Why not?
So I would just like to take a moment to thank you for the incredible piece of film that you shared with us in the first half of tonight about the BLM movement. Thank you so much for that. That was beautiful, Soroya.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was obviously really important. And it was something that it's actually really difficult to film. Like I've never made anything like that before, and just filming it and within my head with what I wanted to do was really difficult. It's such a sensitive subject, and also I was just trying to. When I was making the video, I wanted to show people what's going on, but have like a positive message in the end about it, about everyone's work of the Black Lives Matter movement. So, without it being too doom and gloom, but still showing the truth. So, I mean, it was good. Yeah, I'm glad it turned out the way it did. So,
honestly, it was beautiful, and I mean, you absolutely nailed that. I mean, while there are absolute atrocities happening in the world right now, and always, but I think the power, the spark it's ignited is so important and so powerful. And it feels like at the moment, maybe because of the pandemic, we have the headspace to properly listen to it.
Yeah, no, exactly. And it's the power of the people at the moment, big time, and we're fighting for the same things we're fighting for like years and years ago. It's happening again and again and again. It's only getting bigger, and it's only, being more accessible for more people to find out because of the internet. People can do their own research, people can educate themselves. So I think it's a really important time. I think it's really important that these things are happening. Yeah, absolutely.
You am I right in thinking you went to one of the protests you're in Bournemouth right now, right?
Yes, that's right. I moved down to Bournemouth just before the pandemic, and there was a protest down in Bournemouth Gardens that went through right up to Bournemouth Town Hall, which I went to, and it's a peaceful protest. And it was really good. It was really, really, really emotional to see everybody's solidarity with everything that was going on. And everyone was really respectful of each other's space. Everyone had face masks on. We knelt on our knees, had our fist in the air. We did like minute silence to those that have lost their lives. Like, it was so emotional, and they had speakers coming on. And, for the first time in like a long time, made me feel really proud to be Black. Like, it made me feel like, yes, like I am worth it, I am enough. And it was just so lovely. It was so lovely.
Oh, that's beautiful. I think it's also really important for all of us to hear about, at the moment, all we're seeing about Bournemouth is idiots going to the beach. And I think it's so important to hear about the incredible stuff that is happening down there and around the country, because a lot of it is being disguised by idiots going to the park. Stupid idiots.
The media will disguise everything. Look at all the papers like especially down here in Bournemouth. Everything's about Madeleine McCann at the moment, and no coverage on Black Lives Matter. There was no coverage in the former Echo about the protest at all, which is madness.
That is absolutely ridiculous.
Which is crazy, absolutely crazy. And I don't know how many people were there, but there was a lot of people, like a lot. And there was nothing in the papers about it. They're crazy. It was really weird. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that with us, and for being here with Longfield Hall tonight to celebrate Pride.
Thanks for having me. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, it's so wonderful to have you as part of this show. You have really taken. I the way that you have transitioned from like live performer to digital performer is astounding. You're taking over everywhere.
Thank you.
You've got so much coming up, haven't you? Like you've got so many events coming up.
Oh my gosh! So just this weekend alone. So the other day I was in the Glory TV, which is still, you can go and check that out on their Facebook. Tomorrow I'm on Guildhall Pride Live. And then Sunday I'm on Alternative Pride with the Birmingham crew. There's quite a lot going on this weekend alone. So much, can't even think about what's going on.
I remember you saying to me that you were part of Grind Girls as well, that was coming up on July 12th.
July 12th, hosted by Blue Hydrangea from RuPaul's Drag Race Season 1.
Amazing.
Yeah, there's a lot going on, and I just really took the time. As soon as everything went down to lockdown, I was like, I need to keep content going. I need to do something different. I need to do these music videos. I need to do stuff, So, yeah.
Honestly, like the way that you have adapted and responded is so inspirational. Now, I'm not going to keep you too much longer because I cannot wait to see what you're going to perform for us live this evening. However, before you go, I would like to ask you about a queer icon of yours. Who's a queer icon?
Queer icon of mine is Billy Porter.
Oh yes, Billy Porter.
An icon. Right. If people haven't seen Pose, please go and watch Pose. It is really, really, number one, it's educational, and number two, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful series. I've just finished season 2, and the actors and actresses in it and everyone that's involved in Pose is just phenomenal. Really good. And Billy Porter is just such a sweetheart all the time, and especially all his fashion looks on the carpet. Oh my gosh,
changing the world. Like
he is.
It's amazing.
Obsessed.
As is Pose. I'm nearly at the end of season 1, so I will be starting season 2 very soon. But it's so incredible to see such a big cast of trans actors. That's never happened before.
Yeah, literally, and it's absolutely fantastic. Every single one of them absolutely fantastic, and it's just like, this is the way it should be. I'm like, come on, everybody else, jump on board and start looking at your casting. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely, because this weird there just aren't any. No, we can't find them. Like, are you kidding? Like, watch Pose. Yeah. Every person in that is a heavyweight in acting, in dance, in music. They are sensational. Everyone should go watch. Also, you shared this incredible video with me of Billy Porter performing a song with the cast of Pose lip syncing along this morning.
Yes, I saw that and I was like, I need to show you straight away.
Oh, everyone, really go.
My morning.
Mine too. Go to Billy Porter's Instagram, and is it on Billy Porter's Instagram, right?
It is, yeah.
Check it out because it brought me unending joy, and every single person involved in that is a superhuman. Anyway, from talking about those superhumans to talking about this superhuman, Soroya, you have got Mercury Tick Tick. Thank you, Laura. Thank you very much. Subtle hints there. But you have got a little live performance in store for us, so I'm going to let you go and prepare.
Great. Thank you so much. See you soon.
Okay, everyone. If you're like me and you want to make sure that you're keeping in touch with Soroya, make sure you follow her at Soroya Marchelle over on Instagram. Now she's going to share with us an act about a TV series on Netflix that has kept me entertained over this lockdown, and that's RuPaul's Drag Race. If any of you have been religiously watching it, or even if you haven't, this is going to make you scream. Go wild. It's Soroya Marchelle.
what you pack in. And we've got all the way from New York City, it's Jan. Yes. Simply Jan. Did you have a good time on RuPaul's Drag Race? In 1984, on American Bandstand, Dick Clark asked me, Madonna, what's next? I wanna rule the world. I'm not your average girl. I wanna rule the world. Jan, tonight you ruled the world. You are safe. 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 What you say? Oh, that you only meant well, cause you did. What you say? That it's all for the best, because you lose. I meant what I said. I want to rule the world. But things didn't go the way I planned. The thing that I loved to do the most became something I associated with sadness and failure. I know that something else is out there, but I also know that if I don't finish this chapter, I'll never write the rest of the book. This is my night. You are safe. Nothing heard, nothing said. Gigi, good. I'm alive, I'm my head. Congratulations. Feels like I'm going insane, yeah. It's a thief in the night to come and grab you. It can creep up inside you and consume you. A disease of the mind that can't control you. It's so comfortable. Good. I'm a I'm a live singer. I've been doing it my entire life, and I love to bring that to the forefront of my drag. But also, I love looks. I love being able to turn some fashion. It's hard because in New York City, you're doing shows for 2 hours, you don't have a break, and you want to be able to move and be free with your body. But Mama, she can get up with all of this if she wants to, and so she's here. Lux, 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 release me from this third I'm in, trying to maintain, but I'm struggling. Think I'm gonna. This entire time I haven't won challenges and I haven't been crying about it. You are safe.
America's next drag superstar is Jan. Thank you, everyone.
And in the words of Billy Porter, I'm going to say 11s, 11s, 11s across the board. You are a superstar.
Thank you.
I cannot wait to see you in real life very soon. But until then, keep absolutely smashing the digital world because you are incredible.
Thank you so much. And thank you, Love is Life, for having me.
Huge love.
Bye.
Bye. Oh my goodness. One more time for Soroya Marchelle. Make sure you follow her on Instagram because she is a legend. And I think it's not going to be long before she's an absolute international famous superstar. So that's at Soroya Marchelle over on Instagram. Now, I feel like we're heating up. We're getting close to the party. So we are going to keep going. I teased you in the first half with a little bit. Sorry, occasionally I hear voices, but it's fine. It's just a lockdown thing. Anyway, as I was saying, I am going to keep that impulse, that impetus going because we are getting close to the party time of the evening. And I realized that I teased you in the first half by saying you might get a little bit of cheek from Danny Ash. And I feel like some of you were like, oh, yeah, we did get a little bit of cheek, but we want more. So I think without further ado, it's time for all of the cheek as we welcome back an absolute sensation. Get ready to get super close to your screen because there is going to be nudity. It's Danny Ash.
Someone found the letter you wrote me on the radio, and they told the world just how you felt. It must have fallen out of a hole in your brown overcoat. They never said your name, but I knew just who they meant. I was so surprised and shocked, and I wondered too if by chance you heard it for yourself. I never told the soldiers how I've been feeling over you, but they said it really loud, they said it on the air.
Yes, yes, Daddy Ash. Oh my God, what a superstar! I literally couldn't take my eyes off the screen. I was about this close from it for the entire thing. Also, Danny, if you're not too exhausted by that and you're still watching, Lilly SnatchDragon has booked you for her wedding, and your sister Petit Pois said, "Go on, bro," which was a particular highlight for me. One more time, wherever you are, scream, cheer, annoy those neighbors of yours, because if they're not watching this, they're not doing Pride right. And let's show some love one more time for Danny Ash. Okay, now that I've annoyed the entirety of Brixton, we are going to carry on with the acts. Now, I don't know about you, but I have spent this lockdown glued to Netflix and watching everything that I possibly can on all of those television channels. I have watched all of the trilogies, the quadrilogies. If you're a Marvel show, the 35 films in a rologies. I have watched them all because, you know what, I've had very little else to do. And one of the things that I have rewatched is Star Wars. If you are a Star Wars fan, this act is for you. Now, you may think you have seen Star Wars, but you've not seen the unedited full director's cut featuring our next superstar. Oh my goodness. Star Wars has never been this good. Please lose your marbles. Screw it. It's past 9 o'clock. Lose your shit. For Lilly SnatchDragon.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Give it to me now. 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 Yeah, 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 yeah. Give it to me now. Give it to me now. Give it to me now. I wanna lick you from your head to your toes, and I wanna move from the bed down to the floor, and I wanna. You make it so good, I don't wanna leave, but I gotta know what's your fantasy. I wanna lick you from your head to your toes, and I wanna move from the bed down to the floor. When I wanna, you make it so good, I don't wanna leave, but I gotta know what's your fantasy. I wanna get you in the Georgia Dome on a 50-yard line while the dirty birds kick the tree. And if you like it in the club, we can do it in the DJ booth or in the back of the VIP. Whipped cream with cherries and strawberries on top, nigga, don't stop. Keep the door locked, don't knock while the boat rock. We go by the robots, so they gotta wait till the show stops. Or how about on the beach with black sand? Pick up your thigh and call me the Pac-Man. Tabletop and just give me the lap dance. The rock to the park, to the point, to the flatland. That man ain't ludicrous. Woo! In the public bathroom or in the back of the classroom, however you want it. Lover gon' tap that ass on. See, I cast them and I pass them. Get a tight grip and I grasp them. I flash them and I'll last them. And if it ain't good, then I trash them. While you stash them, I let them free and they tell me what's they fantasy. Like up on the roof. Tell your boyfriend not to be mad at me. I wanna lick you from your head to your toes, and I wanna move from the bed down to the floor, and I wanna. You make it so good, I don't wanna leave, but I gotta know what's your fantasy. I wanna lick you from your head to your toes, and I wanna move from the bed down to the floor. When I wanna, you make it so good, I don't wanna leave, but I gotta know what's your fantasy. I wanna get you in the bathtub with the candles lit. You give it up till they go out, or we can do it on stage at the ludicrous concert, cause you know it got sold out. The red carpet dick and just roll out. Go ahead and scream, you can't hold out. We can do it in the pouring rain, running the train when it's hot or when it's cold out. How about up in the library on top of books, but you can't be too loud. You wanna make a brother beg for it, give me TLC, cause you know I'll be too proud. We can do it in the White House, try to make them turn the lights out. Champagne with my campaign, let me do the damn thing. What's my name? What's my name? What's my name? The sauna, jacuzzi, in the back row at the movie. You can scratch my back and rule me. You can push me and just fool me. On hay in the middle of the barn, the roast petals on the silk seat. Eating fresh fruit, sweep your woman right off of her feet. I wanna lick you from your head to your toes, and I wanna move from the
gotta know what's your fantasy.
I wanna lick you from your head to your toes, and I wanna move from the bed down to the floor. When I wanna, you make it so good, I don't wanna leave, but I gotta know what's your fantasy.
I wanna get you in the back seat, windows up. That's the way you like the fuck. Clogged up, fog alert. Rip the pants and rip the shirt. Rough sex, make it hurt. In the garden, all in the dirt. Roll around, Georgia Brown. That's the way that I like it. Twerk, legs, dirt, overwork. Underpaid, but don't be afraid. In the sun or up in the shade. On the top of my Escalade. Baby, your girl and my friend can trade. Tag team, off the road. On the ocean or in the boat. Factories are all unexposed. What about up in the candy store? That chocolate, make it melt. Whipped and chains, handcuffs. Smack a little booty up with my belt. Scream help, play my game. Dracula, man, I'll get my fame. Horseback and I'll get my reign. School teacher, let me get my reign. Lick you from your head to your toes. And I wanna move from the bed down to the floor. And I wanna, you make it so good, I don't wanna leave. But I gotta know what's your fantasy.
I wanna lick you from your head to your toes, and I wanna move from the bed down to the floor. When I wanna, you make it so good, I don't wanna leave, but I gotta know what's your fantasy.
I wanna lick you from your head to your toes, and I wanna move from the bed down to the floor, and I wanna, you make it so good, I don't wanna leave, but I gotta know what's your fantasy.
I wanna lick you from your head to your toes, and I wanna move from the bed down to the floor. When I wanna, you make it so good, I don't wanna leave, but I gotta know what's your fantasy.
Lilly SnatchDragon, everybody. Oh my goodness. Like, you have not seen Star Wars until you have seen the full director's cut. Honestly, aren't you a convert right now? Please follow at Lilly Snatch over on all of the social medias because she is a genius. One more time, wherever you are, scream, make silly noises, turn to somebody that you're with, and if you're not with anyone, open the window and turn to somebody random on the street and scream, Lilly SnatchDragon is my idol. Yes, Lilly SnatchDragon, you Ewok our worlds. She does indeed. Thank you very much, Neil Kelso. Oh, Joe Morosa's in the background getting very excited. Hi, Joe. How are you doing?
I'm okay. I enjoyed the act. I enjoyed Neil's pun.
Joe is
a bit drunk.
Joe is a little tipsy and also a stan of Star Wars. So that ticks all of the boxes. One more time, Lilly SnatchDragon, you're my idol. Now, we are unfortunately getting very near to the end of our evening of cabaret and digital burlesque. However, Longfield Hall aren't going to leave you in the lurch because it is Pride weekend and we are kick-starting it in the right way. And Longfield Hall has organised for the fabulous Blackout UK, the incredible charity supporting Black queer individuals, to host a DJ after party on this stream right now. So as soon as this cabaret is over, we can all get naked and just dance to the DJ. Indeed, you are very, very welcome. Now, I just need to do a very, very subtle set change because we have time, I think, for one final act, and it is a particularly sexy act. So do excuse me 1 second while I just do some production values. There we go. Oh my goodness. Put on that red light because it is getting sexy in... Oh, wow, thank you. It is getting sexy in here tonight because we are joined by Jada Love. Laura, is Jada here? Is Jada, she's there. Oh my goodness, Jada, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm having too much fun, if I'm entirely honest.
Oh, that's good though. That's good. We want to be having loads of fun.
Happy Pride, my love.
Happy Pride to you too.
How has your Friday evening been? You've been sort of jumping between here and other shows because you're an international digital superstar.
Yeah, I have been busy tonight. Yeah. I did Cocoa Butter Club for Roundhouse earlier.
Amazing.
That was
Amazing.
really good. Lovely experience.
If you don't follow the Cocoa Butter Club, please do. Another incredibly important platform celebrating the work of POC cabaret artists.
For real, definitely. Go follow them.
And now you're here with us.
I am. I'm here with you guys.
Amazing. Well, I've had a few Rieslings. Have you had a tipple tonight?
A
Oh yeah, just a casual little drink.
Cheers.
Oh, how do we do this? Towards the camera.
To your
Cheers.
camera, darling.
Oh,
chin, chin.
Chin, chin. Oh my goodness, it's like we're in the same room. Do I have to down this now? Is that how this works?
You don't have to down it. Just have a sip. Oh my God, Mercury.
This is my first digital show. I don't know what's going on.
You're doing amazing. You've been amazing.
I'm having a lovely time. I just feel like if I cheers anyone through a digital show, I have to down my drink, which I don't know how healthy that is for me. But I'm having the loveliest time. Also, I just want to draw attention to the fact that you are also taking over the internet and have been learning hundreds of new skills this lockdown. Am I right? Is that?
Yeah, or buffing up on old skills, so to speak. Yeah, I used to do a lot of video editing, but I put that aside and concentrated on my burlesque side of stuff and cabaret. And since lockdown, it's been really refreshing to be able to sit back and do a lot of video editing and to get back in touch with my voice with singing and writing.
You sang for us beautifully earlier. I hear that you're composing new songs and you're writing new music with your sister. Is that right?
Yeah, Just Kizzy. That's my sister. Yeah, she's done a lot of music already. She was signed to a label when she was very young. She songwrites and she's been producing music now for a while. So we've done stuff in the past, but never really pushed it any further than SoundCloud. But like now we've got something put together and we're gonna put it out, make a nice video and like really release it properly. So yeah, just concentrating on my music a bit more now.
Amazing. Well, we can't wait to see that. I'm assuming you'll share that over on your Instagram.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Down here. Oh no, there it is. I feel like I'm presenting I feel like I'm presenting BBC Breakfast, but look at me. I'm probably
there you go.
There it is. It's right there. Jada_love_the_performer. Follow her on all social media and get yourselves ready for this music that you're about to drop.
I know it might be a little while yet because, like I say, I've got to do the video yet, and that's more work. But it's enjoyable and therapeutic. So yeah,
good.
Look out for it.
As I said earlier, we have all got plenty of time at the moment, so we can wait for it. I mean, I can't wait for it, but we have the time to do so. Also, kudos to you, learning new skills and buffing up on old ones that are somewhat useful to you. I mean, I've done a course in coding for no reason whatsoever. I saw it was on sale. I was going through a thing. I just bleached my hair. I was like, you know what? Coding is the thing.
I'm loving this hair, by the way. I'm loving the bleached hair.
Thank you. I mean,
golden.
As I said earlier, it is dead from the roots down, but that means it holds its shape better. Anyway, you teased us just a second ago by saying that you had spent some time focusing on your burlesque. I believe you've got some burlesque in store for us tonight.
Yeah, a bit of neo burlesque, a cheeky little number. It's I've done it a few times. The last time actually I did it was just before lockdown.
Well,
so yeah,
is this the first time you've done it since lockdown?
No, the last time I did it was just before lockdown.
So this is the first on-camera version of it?
Yes.
Oh my God, a premiere in the house tonight. Well, I am ready for some burlesque. However, before I let you go, I want to also ask you who your queer icon is, Jada.
Oh, Janelle Monáe.
Janelle Monáe. If people don't know who she is, Like, where have
She
you been
is an
hiding?
amazing artist, singer. She is like outspoken. She's political. She's stunning. She's queer. She's like stylish. She's out there.
She's an absolute superstar. And I
She's
said it
doing
about Penny
wonders.
Porter. I'll say it about Janelle Monáe. She's changing the world. As are you, my darling. As are you. Are you ready for your act?
I am indeed.
Okay.
In my leather jacket, heat and sweating up in this heat.
Well, earlier
Yeah, I'm ready.
we spoke about the LGBTQIAAPPK community, and let's focus in on the K. Let's focus in on a bit of kink. You've got some leather on right now, a bit of femdom in the
Yeah,
house.
that's not the only bit of kink I have on either, Mercury.
Well, I don't know if I can contain myself anymore. You go and get yourself ready, and I will introduce you, you naughty girl. Oh my goodness, Jada, love, I'm getting far too excited. You know what? This is my first one, but I'm just going to do digital cabarets from now on because I'm having a lovely time. So, as I just said, celebrating the kink community with more than just a leather jacket on. It's time for some burlesque, and the way that works is if you're enjoying it, you go absolutely wild. And let's face it, we're all in our living rooms or our bedrooms or our toilets. If that's your thing, and there's no judgment there, and that is your safe space, and thus we can scream our heads off. And that is what we shall do for the incredible Jada Love.
I just wanted to show y'all what I was working with tonight. Giving you rich chocolate. Oh, shit. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Who the fuck is that? Oh, it's me. It's me, bitch. In case you were wondering, bam, 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 bam. Wow. Oh. Oh. Damn, I look good. Oh, wow.
Ponytail, dragon. We up in this bitch, what's cracking? Minimal, bragging. Cause you could damn well see we ain't backing. Lights, camera, ready for that action. Lights, camera, ready for that action. Tags, snatching. Designer on designer, it's a habit. Cause maybe it's a look. It's a look. It's a look. It's a look. Don't you see me? Cause maybe it's a look. It's a look. It's a look. It's a look. Can you see me? Cause maybe
yes, it is me stepping out tonight, bitch. Like what? Look at you. You sell breaknecks, bitch. Everywhere you go. You are that bitch.
I'm a look. I'm a look. It's a look. It's a look. Don't you see it? Cause maybe it's a look. It's a look. It's a look. It's a look. Can't you see me? Cause maybe it's a look.
So let me show you what I can do. Let's get it. Oh my goodness, I dropped my jacket. Let me get that.
That's right, pleased to meet you. I still won't tell you my name. Don't you believe in mystery? Don't you wanna play my game? I'm looking for a man to love me. I can never been loved before. I'm looking for a man that'll do it anywhere. You never want to see for. That's you. I'm having a fantasy. A whole little nasty world. Tonight, don't you wanna come with me? Do you think I'm a nasty girl? Tonight, I'm a little fancy, my own little nasty world. Tonight, did you wanna come with me? Do you think I'm a nasty girl?
Miss Jada, love, you nasty, nasty, nasty girl. How could you be so filthy, rolling around on that nasty, nasty, nasty floor? My goodness, if you stay down there, you're going to get even nastier than you already are with your nasty, nasty little self. Get off the floor, you nasty woman.
My own little nasty world. Tonight, did you wanna come with me? Do you think I'm a nasty girl? Da 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 da. My own little nasty world. Tonight, did you wanna come with me? Do you think I'm a nasty girl? Tonight, I'm in a little fantasy. My own little nasty world. Tonight, did you wanna come with me? Do you think I'm a nasty girl? Please, 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 please. Nasty girl, nasty girl. Do you think I'm a nasty girl? Nasty girl, nasty girl. Do you think I'm a nasty girl? Nasty girl, nasty girl. Do you think I'm a nasty girl? Nasty girl.
Oh, got it. Oh, silly me. Have a great one.
Oh my goodness. Jada, like, it got so hot then that I had to undo my shirt. You are sensational. Thank you so much for joining us this evening.
Thank you so much for having me.
I hope you have the most incredible Pride weekend. Even though we're inside, we can still be loud and fabulous, right?
Indeed.
Indeed. You are a superstar. And I cannot wait when all this is over for us to be in the same room together with an audience right there having the most incredible time.
Yes.
But until then, bottoms up.
Yes, my darling. Cheers.
Have the most incredible Pride. One more time, everybody go wild for Miss Jada Love.
Thank you.
Jada Love.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my goodness. I hope you've had the most incredible evening tonight. Thank you so much. We have come to the show, to the end of the show, but not. Be quiet, you. There is a camera and a microphone. They can hear you laughing in the background. It was a mere misstep with some words. Anyway, we may have come to the end of the show, but this is not the end of the evening. Pride is just starting, and in my opinion, this may be the weekend that we officially celebrate it, but we should bloody celebrate it all year round. So let's keep it going. You are all fabulous. I would like to say a massive thank you to everyone that has tuned in tonight. It has been such a difficult time for the performing arts. I cannot say that enough. Today, they gave us a wonderful roadmap to until we return as a performing arts sector with no time or any clue of how performing arts works. So thank you very much, UK government. But to everyone that has tuned in tonight, it is because of you that all of this gets to keep going. So thank you so much from the bottom of my hairy chest. I am so grateful to each and every one of you, and I hope you have enjoyed it. If your friends couldn't tune in tonight, we are keeping our fingers crossed that YouTube doesn't get all copyright on us and that this video can stay up for the weekend. It will be up, hopefully for the next couple of days. So please do send people over to YouTube, to Longfield Hall account, so that they can also enjoy the video in retrospect. And hopefully then everybody can also donate to our fabulous cause tonight. That's the Incredible Opal. Please, if you have enjoyed the show this evening, donate to that incredible charity who are doing amazing work. Donate to Opal. The link is just below. And please stick around for the incredible DJ from Blackout UK, because the party is only just beginning. Anyway, just before the DJ kicks in, I'd like to say a huge thank you and send all of my love once again to all our incredible performers tonight. We had Jada Love, Lilly SnatchDragon, Danny Ash, Romeo de la Cruz, Beat Jamming, and Soroya Marchelle. Follow them all on Instagram. Follow me as well, because you know what? I have needs. And I love all of your likes on my photos. It makes me feel validated. Also, a huge, huge thank you to Longfield Hall and to Laura, who has put this night together. And goodness gracious, without them, this would not have been possible. Thank you. They have kept the arts alive. You have kept the arts alive. And before we all go and get absolutely haste and take all of our clothes off and dance until Monday morning when the official Pride weekend is over, I think we have time to hear one more time from our acts. Darlings, what does Pride mean to you? Take it away, Laura.
Pride is such a fantastic time of year. It's a time of year that I look forward to the rest of the year when it's not Pride.
Pride to me is self-love.
Pride for me is all about freedom, sexual liberation.
To us, Pride means that we get to celebrate and be thankful for all the people and everything that paved the way for us to be where we are now, although there is still a bit of work to be done.
Pride to me will always be a protest until all of us are equal.
Pride to me is having no shame, having no apology of who you are and what you stand for.
Pride for me is about fighting for equal rights for all, regardless of gender, race, sex, or sexuality.
It's not just a celebration, it's still a protest.
For standing up to those and for those who don't have the ability to be able to be who they want to be and their true selves.
Pride means to me being able to be married as a trans and non-binary person and be proud about that.
To remember trans people of colour who paved the way for the freedoms that we have now.
I feel so lucky that I get to celebrate Pride, considering with my history and my background, I'm not permitted to do that.
That is why I fly the Progress flag and the Philadelphia flag.
Pride for me is still showing that we still have so much to fight for.
And of course, Pride for me is all about being fabulous.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride Month.
So whether you identify as LGBTQIAAPP or K, happy Pride to each and every one of you. Pride represents change. It represents the change from where we were to where we are, but also from where we are to where we could be and where we should be. To where Black lives do matter, to where love is love, and to where trans rights are human rights. We've still got a way to go. So thank you all so much for tuning in. You are all fabulous. Happy Pride. Mwah. Good night.
morning, noon, and night. If I would have known then the things that I know now, I might have lost the time I complain about. Don't waste your time fighting life. Find that thought of despair. Hold on to your love. You got to hold on to your love, oh, baby. Hold on to your love. Oh, you got to hold on to your love. The art of playing games now is not the heart you break. It's not the love you make when his heart's on fire. Give him love every day. Remember, he needs space. Be patient and he'll give his heart to you. Don't waste your time fighting life. I let go of despair. Hold on to your love. You got to hold on. Hey, to your love. You gotta hold on to your love. To your love, baby. Hold on to your love. Hold on. Trust and honesty too must be the golden rule. You'll feel the strength of passion in your soul. Burn so deeply within. Oh, the magic that you share. So sacrifice and show how much you care. Don't waste your time. Of despair. Hold on to your love. You got to hold on to your love. Keep the time. Hold on to your love. And don't let go. Hold on to your love. Don't let go. Hold on to your love. Hold on to your love. Hold on if you need him. If you need him, really hold on to your love. Just keep on hanging on. Little trust, honesty, golden rule. Feel the passion in your soul. It's burning so deep. Have faith, just keep the fire on that home. Hey, yeah. He'll come along. He'll be there for you. He'll want to know you. If you've been used like me, well, then you understand why I decided to save my love for a special man. Don't know what's wrong with some men. They're into breaking hearts. That kind of affair is over for me. Before it starts, you see, I made a vow one day with no man's heart would I ever play. See, I kept my word. Sometimes your word is all you got, and an empty gun got the shoot in your best shot. Oh, that's why I don't give love no more. I just share my love. That's why I won't give love no more. I just share my love. Share my love. Share my love. I won't give my love no more. I just share my love. Sometimes it takes so very much to satisfy. Can get it right, they feel his appetite. No matter how you try, happily ever after is never how the story ends. You'll be left standing crying, where are all my friends? There's one thing I know, if you keep on living, you're gonna have to do a whole lot of giving. Let's try fair exchange, it's not a robbery. share my love. That's why I won't give love no more. I just share my love, share my love. Share my love. I won't give my love no more. I just share my love. Sometimes you're all ain't enough. Sometimes you're all ain't enough. Sometimes you're all is too much. So when you're all ain't enough, just share your love. Oh, share your love. Don't give it away, share your love. Ain't gonna give it up no more. I'm gonna keep a little in store. Ain't gonna give it up no more. Gonna steal a little for rainy day, gonna keep some in store. I just share my
Ladies, I'd like to take this time out just to say that I'm one of the few men in this world who appreciates a good lady today. You see, I consider myself a very lucky fellow to have a lady like I got. So sweet and so mellow. So full of love that I can't get enough of you. Push comes to shove, it seems you always there. You fill my life, all that I need is your love, baby. Your love is right, it's so positive, I swear. Baby, you're mellow, right on. Woman, you're so mellow, baby, mellow. Sweet as candy, baby, yeah. Right on. Sugar coated lady, yeah. Right on. There are no words that mean enough to say to describe how much you mean to me. You work at it each day. Let me say, baby, you're mellow. Woman, you're so mellow. Right on. Sweet and good to me, lady. You're so mellow. Right on. Woman of mine. Woman that's much more than my lover. With a big love. Woman the kind of gift mother. Knows what to do. When I'm down, knows just what to say. Yeah, I'm not a fool. I can't let this get away. There are no words that mean enough to say to describe how much you mean to me. Work at it each day. Let me say, baby, you're so sweet and mellow, baby, yeah. Proud of you, baby. So proud of my lady. Baby, you are mellow. You're good to me, baby, baby. Sugar coated lady. Cotton candy, baby. Yeah. Good as gold. You're so nice to come home to bed. Say you never right on. Woman is mad more than I love. Lady of mine more than I love. You're so sweet and mellow, baby. Baby, sugar coated lady. You make my life so mellow. Baby, real breathing lady.
Doing everything that we want to. Meanwhile, are we losing? Because we won't let go. And yeah, let's start thinking what we're doing. Don't let nothing change your mind. Let's start heading homeward bound. Get off the ground, stop losing, get losing. Keep rising to the top. Give it all you got. You gotta win. Wake up your body, wake up your body, wake up your body, move it around. Keep on believing all the dreams inside of you. Don't stop achieving, yeah. Let some love shine on through. And don't fight the feeling, just keep on dealing. Everybody got. Oh, baby. Give it all you got. Give it all you got. Give it all you got.
Time illusions create a lot of confusion, but the time has finally come. Let's get it done. Keep moving, yeah, moving. Let's keep rising to the top, and don't let nobody stop. Just keep trying, yeah. Keep on giving to each other.
Give it all you got.
Spread some love, a little fun.
Give it all you got.
Keep on giving all you got.
Give it all you got.
We're rising to the top. We won't let nobody stop what we're doing. Yeah.
Give it all you got.
I'm somebody.
Give it all you got.
The feelings getting strong. Yeah.
Give it all you got.
What we're doing.
Give it all you got.
I'm somebody.
Ooh, baby, now. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up, baby. You shock me with the way you love. Young, so lovely, so free. And when I knew the way you love, knew I had to have that love from me. Ooh, baby, now keep it up, keep it up. Ooh, baby, now keep it up. Ooh, baby, if you only understand just what kind of man I am, our love will last forever, and I will leave you never. Look what we gain for what we have to give. That's how I'd want to live. Ooh, baby, if you, ooh, baby, if you, ooh, baby, if you, ooh, baby, if you, ooh, baby, we can, ooh, baby, now, what else can we do to both be free and happy too? Ooh, baby, now, keep it up, keep it up. And freedom without loneliness is what we now possess. You guys know who I'm talking to. Those of you who go out and stay out all night and have the expect us to be home when you get there. But let me tell you something, the sisters are not going for that no more. Because we realize two things, that you aren't doing anything for us, but we can better do ourselves. So from now on, we're gonna use what we got to get what we want. So you'd better think. There was a time when we had it there. That's the thing I never will forget. Now, baby, I got a life to live and a whole lot of love that I wanna give. Yeah. But before I give it up, I gotta think. What the future holds for me. Too far ahead to see. I don't need no heartache. I can't stand no misery. Let me think. It takes two to make a thing go right. It takes two to make it out of sight. Don't say it's easy, 'cause you know it can be rough. Just plain living, sometimes it's kind of tough. If it's not in your vision, don't make no decision. Hey, yeah. All right. Some land my cards on the table. When it comes to taking care of me, I know I'm able. You may not call it true, but I won't do nothing that you won't do. I won't do nothing that you won't do. Think about the things. Come on, think about the right thing. You gotta think about me too. Come on, think. I believe in miracles, baby. I believe in you. I believe in miracles, baby. I believe in you.
They say the day is ending. Let's watch the sun go down and plan a holiday for two. For all eternity.
It's like sugar, so sweet, good enough to eat. When you feel the fun, I give it. Get up on your feet. It's like sugar, so sweet. Good enough to eat. When you feel the fun, give me. Get up on your feet. Wow, for the stage that I'm in. Everybody here is dancing. All I wanna do is get your body next to mine. Everyone step to me. Come on and make a move. Let me take a step back. Party going through.
can't hide, you can't hide, you can't hide, you can't hide. Look in the mirror, there you are. You can't hide, no, you can't hide. You can't hide, no, no, no. You may run, no, no, no. You can't hide, brothers. You can't hide. You can't hide, sisters. You can't hide, no. I just got to tell you that you can't hide from the sun. Here we go. There you are. You can't hide from the sun. No, here we go. See, there you are. The truth is right, like shining within. When you look in the mirror, do you see a foe or a friend? They lie all out, but more things are gone out. Gonna break down in love. See that you can't hide from yourself. No, anyway, go see. There you are. I just got to say that you can't hide from yourself. Anyway, go see. There you are. Make peace with yourself before you can love another. Understand who and what you are before you can go any further. You can love one out, but more good you're going out. You're gonna break down in love. You see how you can't hide from yourself. Anyway, go see. There you are. I just got to tell you, you can't hide from yourself. No, anyway, go. There you are. Go, go. in the mirror, there you are. Walking down the street now, looking slow window. There you go, there you are. You can't hide, no, no, no. You can't run, no, you can't hide. You can't hide, brothers, you can't hide. You can't hide, sisters, you can't hide. You can't hide, no, you can't hide. No matter where you go, well, there you are. You can't run from yourself, there you are. You can't run, you can't run. You can't run, no. You can't run, no. You can't run. My God Almighty, no. Anyway, go see. There you are. You can't hide from yourself, no. No matter where you go, well, there you are. I just got to tell you, you can't hide from yourself. Anywhere you go, there you are. No matter where you turn, you can't hide from yourself. Anywhere you go, see, there you are.
I'm Ash Alvarez, the founder of Worry Reminder, and today we're going to do a affirmation jar challenge. So I'm going to run through the materials that I'm using today. Paper. So I've got coloured paper, but you do not need to use coloured paper. It's entirely up to you. I've got a mason jar. Now, if you grab any mason jar in your house, I'm sure there's one hiding away somewhere. And some pens. I've got coloured pens, but you can use a plain pen. It's entirely up to you. Some scissors, and this is so we can cut out the affirmations once we write them down. And I've also got my notebook with me here, where I've already written the affirmations down, which I'm going to transfer onto the paper. Okay, so let's begin. Now, the affirmations that I have used have been ones that really resonate with me, which I've collected over a period of time through journaling. However, if you want to find affirmations, you can always look on the Worry Reminder Instagram page, or you can find some online, or maybe you've got some affirmations which resonate with you, which you want to kind of write down and use. Okay, so let's get into it. So I've written mine down, and just an example of a few affirmations that I have. One of them is, new doors are opening up for me. I deserve the best. I am loved. And these affirmations for me just remind me that I am, loved, I'm cared for, and, that there's opportunities coming my way. And I would suggest that with whatever affirmation you use during this exercise, use any that resonate with you, any that make you feel good, any which make you feel empowered and uplifted. So let's get into it. So I'm grabbing my paper and I've got my pen. I'm going to use a plain pen at the moment now, and then I'll probably switch it up to something coloured. So I'm going to start with my first affirmation, which is, I prosper wherever I turn.